Greetings, internetizens. This is Elmerthien playing Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. In the last episode, we found out that A. Bobby has clones everywhere, and B. Bloom was a Targent agent and stole the artifacts and replaced them with fakes. Now we're back in Greenland, looking for a dancing snowman. Oh, a scarf. It's still warm, possibly due to magic. But there's still a gap. Well, hello. Always nice to see a friendly face. How are you keeping? Not bad, thank you. You look well yourself, Donna. Well, they say the greatest wealth is health. Why don't you stop MO and enjoy a nice puzzle? Keep that brain in shape. One of the jewels in my royal collection is so colossal and precious, I thought the only place for it would be upon my regal head, unless the blasted stone is both so ludicrously large and horrendously heavy that it has now rendered my crown totally unbearable. I'll gladly give this piece of royal headwear to anyone who can accurately ascertain how many jewels it contains. What? How many jewels? Well. And if there's a big stick of jewels on the inside? Well, so far, looks like a 12, 16, 17.
My intuition should serve me well.
No?
Frankly, I'm ashamed.
It's all made of stone, isn't it? Aren't those balls made of topaz, actually?
Here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
The red thing was stuffed. I thought the red thing was a jewel. A different red gem than the ones on the side. Well, how do you like it? Good one, wasn't it? An excellent exercise for the mind, Donna. Thank you. After this pleasant break, I think we are ready to set off again. The wooden steps can be a bit slippery, so watch your step on the way down. Professor Silvercore, it's you. Yes, it's a sycamore. Are you here on business, Professor? Heading off back into that cave? No, that caves hold no further interest for me. Is that right? Oh, well, I tell you, there's been some strange folk lurking around that cave. Have me fair and said what they do. Do you think Targent are still investigating the cave or something? If they are, I doubt they're having much success. When we broke that wall, we exposed the entire cave to the frozen atmosphere behind it. 1 million-year-old frozen air. It's like opening the door of the world's coldest freezer. Quite. That air would have been at least minus 200 Celsius or colder. So the caves will have cooled quite a bit, and it was hardly warm to begin with. Targent may be determined, but even they aren't going to risk freezing to death in there. Ah, Harald, don't let all this talk about Targent worry you. Frauenborg itself isn't in any danger from these people. Do you really think so? Oh, good. That set my mind at ease, Professor. I just didn't know what to make of all these visitors. We're here to protect you anyway, Harold. You can count on us. Hot spring? Yay! That's Masha over there, isn't it? I hope she's not spreading strange rumors again. And did you see the World Times? Proof right there. Someone actually caught the horrid thing on camera. That's... I know. Out there at night, dancing all alone, I heard. It would be heartbreaking if it weren't so scary. I heard it only wakes up at night. For all you know, it could even be that one right behind you. What? Oh, don't say things like that. I'll definitely be staying in tonight and locking my doors too. A dancing snowman? It's the first I've heard of it. The snowman you built may have started to gain a following, Professor. According to the World Times, it was doing some flamenco dancing upside down. That's one talented snowman. That snowman's only skill is to hide the operating mechanism for the ice wall. It certainly cannot dance. And frankly, anyone who would believe such a thing is a superstitious dullard. No doubt a snowstorm obscured the true scene. Well, look who's back. Oh, did you know we've added another mascot to our growing family of snowmen? Say hello to the adorable Grotty. You've got quite the selection now. Did something happen to boost your sales? Oh, it's all about advertising. Ever since the insoluble snowman featured in the World Times, business has been booming. I fear you won't be able to maintain your sales figures with no more than the rumors to entice customers. He has a point. If no one gets to witness this insoluble snowman for themselves, sooner or later they'll get suspicious. Well, I suppose you're right. If it comes to that, I'll have to put on a suit and dance the flamenco myself. Will you be able to pull something like that off? As it happens, we've been learning. Sometimes I even do the odd cartwheel in the snow when nobody's looking. You don't suppose there's any chance that the photo in the work times is actually just Masha, do you? It's feasible, very feasible. Yes? What was that? Oh, nothing, nothing at all. I know a gossip when I see one. Come on, spit it out. We were simply debating whether we should buy one of your delightful mascots. Yes, that's right. I just couldn't decide between Carrots, Grotty or Binky. They're all very well made. Well, why didn't you say so? I recommend Grotty. Look at his tiny little eyes. He looks rather like your friend here. Soon we'll have enough revenue to make the name. That's the accents. They're fusing, they're blending. Soon we'll have enough revenue to make a mini insoluble snowman. I was thinking of calling her Solve after you know who. Wow, that is such an adorable outfit. It's not exactly in this season, but I guess that's what you're going for, right? Are you asking me? Yes, of course, you. You know, sometimes I go off red trend too. Like, right now, it's all about strawberry red, but I can't pull that off, so instead, I carry this strawberry puzzle. Time for dessert! You'll have a huge amount of strawberries to share between 4 children. A to D. Eat them quickly before they rot. You'd think it would be easy, but each of these picky children is very specific about the number of strawberries they like. A, I want 1 fewer than B. B, I want 3 times what C gets. C, I want 5 fewer than A. D wants half as many as A. Well. Then B is an odd number. Oh. And A has to be at least 6.
I'm fairly sure about this.
Oh!
No? Then how does it work?
Something is wrong. What is wrong? Goes up to 9. 1 fewer than B. Oh, 3 times what C gets. The math is all intertwined. Now,
I'm fairly sure about this.
pointing straight at the camera.
I did it!
Strawberries must be very tasty. They're delicious. I can't wait for the holidays. That's when we get to go down into the orchards and have a fruit feast. Strawberries and cream. Wait, no, not you. I got some pants. But you want a skirt. Oh, there have been a number of recent sightings of a long-necked monster in White God that the locals have taken to calling Cody. You know, like Nessie. Can we access these locations in any order? Catfish, freshly caught just once a week. They're a real treat. Oh, hello, a nice catfish for you. Or is it a puzzle you're after? What? A puzzle? I was hoping you'd have some nice fish cakes or something. Aha! Fish cakes is just there, laddie. But now I've reeled you in. How about giving me a hand? A boat builder has 6 orders of rowing boats. Each of them requires 10 logs to build. He goes to see the timber merchant and finds they have the right amount of wood. However, he must buy it for 4 adjacent pallets at a time. The pallets don't have a set number of logs. To make life even harder, the salesman has no idea how many logs one of the pallets has. Only that it doesn't have more than 5. Well, the exact right amount. 60 total. Well, I counted the amount of each pallets. 6 4 pallet loads. We have to do this line here. Because we couldn't do a 7 if we connected these two. I think it's coming together.
Okay, here we go. Yes, I got it.
Much obliged. Not a bad puzzle, was it? But why would a fisherman worry about such a problem? Surely you don't also make boats. What can I say? Supply and demand is key to any business. You're the last from before. You're looking well. How can you tell? You look livelier, spring in your step that wasn't there before. I'm glad. I appreciate your observation. Oh, excuse me, sir, but we've read in the World Times about the monster that lives here. Cody, have you seen it? Funny you should ask. I was the one who named it. I'd prefer not to talk about it in the open. Come in. location. Let's check the ground a little. What are these cats? Oh, there is a thingy. Digging stuff out of the walls. Not much, but it's home. Make yourselves comfortable. Thank you. So about Cody. About that. The article said they were undecided on the official name. Critics liked my name, but I'm tired of it. The new one is Coddles. Nice! So, has Coddles always lived in the lake? Or did it only surface after the ruins were discovered? How do I put it? Coddles doesn't live here anymore. Oh, did it leave? I ate it. You... what? You ate the monster? But how could you just eat it? It could have been the last of its kind. Now hold your horses. It wasn't really anything special. Just a giant eel. An eel? They're like long-thin fish. I can sort of see why you might think they look like monsters. Especially this one. It was huge. Longer than my boat from bow to stern. It must have been quite frightening. Sheer chance my photo made it look 10 times bigger. Never thought the media would go crazy over it. Had a ripping meal with the lads though. And the fact of the matter is that no monster existed here at all. And here I was hoping I'd have the chance to talk to it. Oh well. It's just a fish anyway, those aren't very intelligent. Sorry to disappoint. I'll treat you to a meal next time I catch one. And what are you doing here? Oh hey, you know what? I was here the other day and this gorgeous rustling Gizzy 836 came right down into the lake. It would have been so great to be flying, shooting down, and then bracing yourself and a splash. You might even get some cool scars if you're lucky. What makes you think that would be a pleasant experience? Pleasant, it's about the thrill, mister. If you're a child, you're not going to worry about a little crash landing, right? I think I would be pretty worried, actually. Come on, if you're in a crew on a ship, you'd keep a stiff upper lip and carry on. I see. Well, I suppose a good Englishman cannot argue with that. Let me ask these two guys. What if there was stuff on the ground? Probably not. Oh, what a coincidence. Stop and chat for a moment, would you? Hello, sir. We would be glad to. Great timing, you coming by. You can give me a hand with this puzzle that's been busted in my noggin. One of your rookie train drivers got confused about where to leave his train's rail cars at the end of his shift, so he just dumped them at the far side of the depot and went home. He'll have to pick up the slack and put them where they need to be, alongside the train on the top track. The rail cars in the exact same order. Oh, same order. Right.
You know, I think this may be it. Puzzle solving is a most gentlemanly pursuit.
I see it now. Simple, really. It must be quite a complicated job to be a railway controller, mustn't it? Working out the carriage order and signals and all that. Hey, you understand. The people around here behave boats on the brain, but boats are just too unpredictable for me. I like my engines to run just like clockwork. None of that floating about. A new puzzle. Help, help! Help! Oh dear, Hazel, is something the matter? I'll help you if I can. Help, help, help! Help! Now these three squirrels are on their way home, picking up acorns along the way. The forest is dotted with clearings that contain piles of acorns, and every time a squirrel passes through one, it takes all the acorns it finds. The number on each clearing indicates how many acorns it contains. The three squirrels set off one after the other, starting from the top. By the time they each get home, they will have the same number of acorns. Hmm. 28. 48 and 56. This would be 63. No, wait. Let's see. This is 28 here. Plus 14 is 42. Yeah, alright, there's 3 squirrels. Plus 8. No. We can't take them all. And this path would give you 24, which is impossible because there's a total of 71 acorns. If we went to this house, we'd have a need 677 here. But then there's too much between these two eights. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the 66.
Okay, here we go. Yes, I got it.
You've got enough acorns there to last the winter, haven't you? What's the problem? Chirp, chirp. You need hazelnuts too. You have a healthy appetite, don't you? Chirp, chirp, chirp. Who, me? Well, maybe, but at least I don't stuff food into my cheeks and save it for later. Mysterious jungle. Surely there are some mysterious ruins too. Full of treasure. According to what we discovered in the Azran Dome, there ought to be an egg around here. It looks so tropical and green. It's going to be boiling out there, isn't it? And have you seen how thick the jungle is? How are we ever going to find a tiny little egg in the middle of all that? Dense as it may be, look, your keen eye must have caught a glimpse of the small village among the foliage, no? A village? Well, I did spot a clearing, but it was just full of enormous mushrooms. Indeed, and I find it unlikely that they'd grow to such size naturally. One should be wary of making such assumptions, though. You're right, Professor. We should investigate and see for ourselves. Indeed, whether this hypothetical village exists or not, we'll find our answer around 100 yards north from here. Forgive my temerity, but I must insist you carry some bottled water. Dehydration is a frequently overlooked peril. Ooh. No, this is just the travel menu. This is just the fast travel menu. Just the blimp travel menu. Airship, whatever. Yeah, those are definitely wooden houses. Not giant. Well, there are some giant mushrooms too. Just look at all these fabulous colors. I'm sorry, but you'll have to spare me a few minutes for my photo album. It must be difficult to live in such a remote place. I must confess, I didn't think we would encounter such a vibrant settlement as this. It's not even marked on the map, almost as though it was some kind of lost paradise. I think I'd prefer a less spongy paradise. What does that mean? Quite. Now, I'd like to speak to that young man over there. He may help us find the egg before our nostrils seal up in protest. Oh, maybe it smells like mushrooms in here. Oh, they're mushroom people. This is a real brain scratcher. Oh, no. Oh no, my hair! It's got me! It's eating my hand! Is your hair a mushroom? Or is it just mushroom shaped? Excuse me, sir. We were wondering if you could assist. It's eating me alive. What? You don't get it. I don't have time for this. It's almost sundown. Well, that's not exactly how I foresaw this conversation going. What on earth was he doing? Maybe that's just a normal way for people to act in this village. I don't think that's not a normal way for people to act anywhere, Laura. There's a lady over there. If at first you don't succeed... What's that? A snail? Oh yeah, it's a snail. At first I thought it was a beetle, but then I saw the body of the snail. That's just a lily, isn't it? What a marvelous flower. I don't recall ever having seen such a species. Oh, how exciting! I think I'll take a few snips. Okay, it's an exotic lily. All this talk of flowers reminds me of a puzzle. Would you care to try your hand at it, Emmy? These family's pet goats have eaten all the flowers in their garden. It's a real thorn in their side. They need to replant the garden. They don't want two flowers of the same color next to each other. Use the various species to fill the garden with flowers. Of course, it's a sequel to that previous one, where they got a baby goat. They got a new kid, but it was a goat. this awkward looking piece. I think I've counted 17 blue and 18 pink, which means that the house is in the blue slot. Alright.
Right, I'm all set. I'm in top form today.
This really is a truly remarkable flower. And so photogenic. I can't wait to get this developed. Have we got a coin? Could it be in one of those mushrooms? Or one of the plants? Nothing in the cauldron? Seriously? What? What is that funny looking thing on your head? Oh, these people really are mushroom themed. Ah, good day, madame. If you're referring to this gentleman's hat, it's actually considered to be a rather suave item of clothing. Not the hat! I'm talking about what's on your head. I don't believe there's anything on Professor Sycamore's head. Are you quite sure? His glasses? Yes, yes, of course, I'm sure. Oh dear, my sides are splitting. It's your hair. What's this funny little bunches? They're so curly, like piggy tails. These adorable little piglets are about to take part in a race, but they won't be able to start until they're lined up in the correct traps, as indicated by the numbers on their backs. Little piggies are scared of being moved around on their own. You'll need to pick them up 2 at a time. Move them all to the correct place. How?
Let's try this. Puzzles are a tonic for the mind.
Alright, I've calmed down now. No need to get your knickers in a twist. Anyhow, welcome to a humble home of fungi. I'm Anita. We don't usually accept outsiders, but I think we can make an exception for your lovely people. Well, I can't say I appreciate the slight against my hair. I admit this place is fascinating. And the name, very evocative. We haven't introduced ourselves. Desmond Sycamore, archaeologist. It's a pleasure. Professor Layton. Like Professor Sycamore here, I also work in the field of archaeology. I see that the allure of puzzles pervades even the most remote of region, and Professor Sycamore is rubbing off on me. Well, puzzles are a bit of a trend around here, and don't be too surprised if someone suddenly springs one on you. That you choose now to be the moment to warn us about that is something of a puzzle in itself. Listen, I'm really sorry about laughing at you. I'd completely forgotten how curly a man's hair can be. I see. The people of Fungi do seem to sport a rather particular hairstyle, I must say. Oh, that's their hair. And it's not all curly? That's not a mass of curls. If anyone starts giving you a rough time about being here, just tell them I'm Anita let you in it, that'll sort them. You kept a level head and solved my puzzle even after I got in your hair. Such wonderful hair too. For that I'm grateful, Professor Pigtails. Sycamore. Excuse me, Amanita, but we have a favor to ask if you don't mind. We are looking for a small egg-shaped stone marked with engravings. Have you seen it? Sure, I've seen it. Go straight ahead and you'll come to the grand stage. It's right there. The grand stage, you say? Thank you for your help, Amanita. You've been most kind. Not a problem. Besides, I'm looking forward to seeing your performance. Nothing at all. Go on ahead and you'll see for yourself. Oh, this is new. We found a mushroom village. And we're supposed to perform. Oh, hello there! You're the ones who make those fancy dress outfits for people, aren't you? I'm not sure they could be considered fancy dress, to be completely honest, Amanita. Well, they seem pretty fancy to me. You know, I'd love it if you could make one for me too. It would have to be something with lots of bright colors, and it must be comfy and roomy and as cute as a baby cheetah. Well, I'm sure we could create something along those lines. Something casual and easy to move in then. Exactly. Nothing too formal. You never know when you might have to wrestle a wild jungle animal after all. Wrestling wild animals? Do you really do that? Not everyone can negotiate with a tiger. Well, I've never actually had to know, but you never know. There are some terrible beasts out there. Well, if there's cheetahs, there's probably no tigers. Oh, then the sooner we finish the design, the better. That's the spirit. Just let me know when it's ready, will you? Cute and casual. Nope. None of this. Some clothes. Spiral plants. Oh yeah, the stage. They've gathered quite the crowd here. I presume this is the grand stage that Amanita spoke of. Everyone looks really excited. Look at all the decorations. They are quite striking. I would wager that there is some sort of traditional festival taking place. Ah, that's just what I was thinking, Professor. Oh, I'm sure. It's true. I worked it out from, what's going on around us. Well, that's very perceptive of you, Oak. Perhaps you can tell me then, what might the reason for this festival be? Religious reasons? Celebration of an ancient battle? Well... Haha, don't worry, Luke. At this precise moment, nor can I. Let's just observe the festivities a little, shall we? Ah, there's the man we saw at the entrance. What's he doing? I'll see you next time.